me, why do you talk about something that occurred almost 100 years ago? And then sometimes they say, you know, there's a Republic of Armenia, there's a Republic of Nagorno-Karabakh. Why don't you spend your time trying to protect them rather than talking about the Armenian Genocide? And my answer always is that we need to do both. And the reason we need to do both has to do with Armenia, but it also has to do with human rights in general. Because all of you know that today there are forces out there that would wipe out Nagorno-Karabakh, wipe out Armenia. Today's Holocaust Remembrance Day, there are forces out there that would wipe out Israel if they could. The fact of the matter is, all you have to do is listen to what President Obama said in the last month or so when he decided to join in the effort in Libya, and he said that it was necessary because Gaddafi was trying to slaughter or massacre Libyan civilians. The fact of the matter is that genocides continue to take place. And if we deny them, or let the deniers, in this case the Turks or anyone else, get away with it, it will continue to happen and it will continue to be magnified and be greater every day. You know, last week was Easter, of course, was the official April 24th genocide commemoration. And I happened to be going down Massachusetts Avenue past the Turkish embassy. Many of you know that every year the Armenians in Washington have a demonstration on the 24th outside the embassy. But it was interesting because the Turks this year also had a counter-demonstration, as oftentimes they do. And they had a huge banner that said, "Armenian lies." I don't know if you've noticed, I'm sure you have, that the rhetoric and the aggressiveness on the other side, whether it's from the Turks or from the Azeris, is much greater now than it ever was before. Those who would deny the Armenian genocide have become more aggressive, and we need to be more aggressive as well. In the Armenian caucus, just about a month ago, we had a video, a very good video, about the massacres that took place in Baku in the 90s. People don't seem to understand, I know you do, but a lot of people don't understand that this is an ongoing effort. An ongoing effort to basically destroy the Armenian people. And it is not something that we're talking about that just occurred 100 years ago. It is something that occurred before then and continues to occur. We need to be vigilant. Listen to the rhetoric that comes from the Azerbaijan government about Nagorno-Karabakh and how they want to retake Karabakh. We're not just talking about a historical fact. We're talking about something that occurs every day and that we need to worry about for the future. So I say we will be here every day and we will continue to agitate until the commemoration in Congress takes place. We do it for Armenia, we do it for Karabakh, and we do it for those who suffer human rights violations anywhere on earth. And I also want to tell you how important it is, and I know I'm preaching to the choir, to continue to be protective of Armenia and Karabakh. I worry every day. The United States needs to be supportive of Armenia and Karabakh militarily, economically. We need to continue to provide humanitarian assistance to both countries. We need to make sure that when the Azeri rhetoric gets stronger, that we say there shouldn't be military assistance to Azerbaijan. And we need to be constantly vigilant to explain to the world that they have to work together to try to find a settlement in Karabakh. Because I constantly worry about the Azeri military buildup and the whole pan-Turkish effort in the area. So I just want to thank you all today. I want to thank you for coming out. I know many of you have gotten very upset because you see that the Congress has not passed the genocide resolution, and you hear a lot of rhetoric from members of Congress who one day say they're for it and then 5 or 10 years later pretend that they never said what they said before. But I think it is more important than ever to double up your efforts, not to give up hope. Those of us within the Armenian caucus, whether we be Democrat or Republican, believe very strongly that ultimately we can accomplish the goal of genocide recognition. And the fact of the matter is, because of your efforts and the Armenian diaspora all over the world, more people today, more countries, more states, and more people in the media are aware of the Armenian genocide than was ever the case 10 or 20 years ago. So you are succeeding, and you need to remain optimistic, because we'll succeed because we have right on our side. Thank you.